Hello guys, and welcome to a new episode on open source channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share and like. In this way you helping the channel to grow faster. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to show you how to install Invoice Ninja using Docker. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to use Docker Compose. I'm not going to use Portainer, even though you can do it. I have done tutorials in the past on Portainer and how to add new templates. If you follow those tutorials, you will see inside the app templates you will find an easy way to install the Invoice Ninja. By just clicking on the actual template, you just add the app key. Again, all the information on how to do so you can find it on GitHub. Again, all this information will be in the description below as usual, and of course here as you can see, you can generate that key. And this is the actual method that we're going to use later on, using again Docker Compose. All right. So guys, yes, again, don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and again, thanks so much for following me. I got a Docker install on my Proxmox. This is what I'm going to use today. I'm using PyAll for my local DNS. I'm going to use a local domain for this tutorial. In the future, I'm going to explain how I do that by using local DNS. A few subscribers has actually asked how to do that, so I'm going to do this in the future. I'm still recording some parts. I want to make it easy, and I want to make it less than 5 minutes if I can. So without any delay, let's go and start the installation on Invoice Ninja. So for this installation, as I said, I'm going to follow the instruction on GitHub, and I'm going to get started with Docker Compose. So we done that. Now let's start our SSH session for the actual VPS. We already got the IP for the actual VPS, and that is 114, right? That's the actual IP, and that's what I'm going to use to get started. All right, so I am inside my SSH client. Right, so anyway, now we got the terminal up and running. I'm going to copy this one here, and as usual, I'm going to use sudo as I'm not logged in as root. Press enter, and I'm going to add my password. This is what happens when you got so many different type of passwords. Anyway, everything's done. Let's go to CD, and that's what I'm going to do there. And we are inside the actual folder. Now we got nearly everything available. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to generate the actual app key. So again, sudo, I'll let it go through. All right, now we got the actual key here, and I'm going to copy that. All right, so now we got the actual key itself here. I'm going to make a copy again. Now I already opened a new terminal here, and I actually opened the actual file env. Let me go out a second. So if I do an ls, as you can see, we got env. So do nano, and I'm going to change the app key here. All right, with the generated base. There we go. In the app URL, I can actually add invoice ninja.local if I want. Now to make sure you know the ports, it will come up here. All right, so don't worry about it. It will come here. Now you can actually use NGX Prox Manager if you want to as well. Let me go and let me grab this one here, 81 I think it is, and inside I can actually add a new proxy. So don't forget the actual port as well. In this case I think it was 8003, and that's it really. Again, you can change your password and your email to log in from here. Is up to you. And again, the password as well, you can change that if you want to. And again, you can actually add the password. But I'm going to put it here. I am not changing anything. So the actual original files. So what I'm trying to say, guys, what you need to do, this email address, not my email address, your email address, got to be put here. All right. Not in the blue. Okay. I'm only doing this to show you I'm not changing from the actual default. So it's going to be the admin. Okay. As I am not going to change this file because I've already done so. Okay. And this is what I'm trying to say, guys. All right, you just leave it as it is. Okay, and you only put yours here under the user email and password. Now if you leave it blank, this is what it's going to be. If you add it, it's going to be replaced with your new one. Okay, all right, so let's go back here and we done what we need to do here. Now let's go back to the GitHub, and now let's do this here. So we're gonna do that again. Sudo. I'm always make sure it's sudo because I'm not logged in there. And again, I'm gonna copy this one here, copy that, and job is done. We've done everything we need to do technically. Now all we got to do now is to point the actual IP again, or the URL we actually use. In this case will be Ninja, Invoice Ninja local with a dash here. Okay. Right. So now that we actually done everything that needs to be done, all we need to do is docker compose app and d -d. Again, I'm still going to use sudo, and that will be the last part of the installation. All right, guys, everything is done now. I had an error because on the port 80 is already being used. Now, if I go back to Portainer, the actual port is being used by which one? Here we go. I think it's been Proxy Manager use port 80 as well. So yeah, I had to change it to port 8003. I was going to use a different IP. That's the reason why it came up as an error. But you shouldn't have any problem with exactly the same installation way that I showed you. So once that's work, all you got to do is go back to the Nginx Proxy Manager, click on the link, and you should be good to go with the actual domain, local domain that we're using. So as you can see here now, guys, we are inside Invoice Ninja. Now, if you don't remember the actual information that you need to put in, again, you can find information here, unless of course you update it with your information here. So it's going to be admin@example.com. So once I am ready and I put all the information there, I'm going to log in with the actual email. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to save it as it is. I'm going to just put a company name. I'm just going to put there, save it. I'm going to leave it as it is. Now again, I go here as well, 8003 for example. It works with and without the actual port, doesn't really matter. Just wanted to show you, but again, because we use Nginx, you don't have to actually put the actual port, okay? As you can see here. Now debug mode is on. I left it on. You can actually change it if you want to. Just click, and Mailgun, I'll show you how to convert that, okay? Now this is not on a live server, this is in a local server. So let me go and change that to the full. As you can see, the actual script has been installed successfully. No issues there. The first thing you want to go is go to the settings. You want to go to the details of the logins. Again, you want to change the password. Let's go to the user details. As you can see, change the email and change the password, okay? And the good things, if you do on live, make sure you enable the two-factor authentication. That is important. Now let me know in the description below if you want me to go further on this installation, if you want to me explain a little bit about the actual script. Even though I'm not that good on kind of how can I say, explaining things on the accounting or banking or anything like that. So you know, but again, I can go through with you, and I'm going to show you how to install some of the apps, modules or whatever. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. You can create products, services, invoices, recurring invoices. You can add payments, and there's a lot of things you can actually do. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see more products or services, just leave the comment below and I'll see what I can do for you. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.